Okay, hello. Welcome to the end of the year. The end of the year recap. So I'm going to go through all the things that I did this year relatively quickly, hopefully. And yeah. Okay, so we started this year with finishing off my Honda C65, finished that all off, got the seat redone, got it on the road. That was very good. And of course, as soon as I finished that, like all wise decisions, we start another one. First, we get a bike, then we get another bike. And that came into the Grand Challenge. The Grand Challenge, which, went up and down, but I finished my bike, I got it on the road. Unfortunately, James got busy with work and stuff, and something happened at work. He got very busy. It's been an up and down year, and unfortunately, it never got finished. Yeah, it's a shame. It would have been good to finish that, but we still had a bit of fun. Unfortunately, the KTM did not get finished, and the C250 RS. Well, we'll touch back on that later. So we're doing the 250 RS. Went on some nice off-road trails with Andy with his KLE 500. And yeah, the first few months of this channel was literally just CB250 RS content, and loads of people watched it, loads of people loved it. I didn't like working on the bike in the end. I got fed up because it started going a bit wrong. Had a good off-road day with them lot, which is good. So I had little rides peppered throughout. I really did enjoy doing the one day five castles video. That one I really recommend checking out. The Ace Calf went up to Ace Calf this year. Met up with Nathan Millward, of course, who runs the Grand Challenge, buying a bike for 1,000 or under and doing it up. And I've got the whole series of that. I've did some little videos here and there. Not as many review videos as I thought I'd do this year. Not very many review videos. I should have done more review videos on little things here and there. Maybe next year I'll do them as well. Then, of course, was the beginning of season meetup. Quite nice to see a few fellow fans or subscribers or whatever, so they can meet me in person, realise that I'm nothing like I come across in the videos. I'm absolutely fake. This is all CGI. I don't actually look this good in person. That the usual thing. I don't know how to ride a bike at all. And yeah, funny thing though, meeting up with a couple of people this year, they had to take a second look. They were like, "Hang on, I worked out who you were." One person in particular. But yeah, it's quite funny, that was. Yeah, Salisbury Plain. Went to Salisbury Plain with Phil 480 and Andrew. Unfortunately, Hippodrones couldn't join us again. That's like the second year in a row he's missed out on the Salisbury trip. That's a shame. But that was a good little weekend away. Then, of course, must watch video. The Dartmoor camping trip video. Absolutely, you have to go and check that one out if you haven't seen it already. That is the saddlebags ride as well. So I took my 250 RS and went down there camping with Curious Goose and Paulie and Lone Wally, whatever his name is, Chris Wallace. Very wet weekend camping. I don't think I'll ever go to that campsite again, or I don't know. Very wet weekend, but it was great fun. Loved it. Maybe I'll go somewhere else next time. I don't know if I'll go to the saddlebags next year or not, but we'll see. But anyway, fantastic video. You have to check it out. We did then a little while later we did the MCN camping. Cold, very cold weekend, and was a bit meh. I mean, it's the last time they were doing it at the showground, so I don't know. It just felt like a bit. Everything was stripped down. Everything was stripped back. It was a mess. It's not as comfy as previous years or the year before. But for 25 quid, and that includes the event fee, and you're in, so it's still a pretty good deal. I think it was still a good deal, as long as you didn't buy any food and drink there, because very expensive. And then after that, Cub Rally, East Anglia, another cold, not too wet, but just a cold, cold, cold. I mean, it was during the daytime, glorious sunshine, glorious sun, but during the night it was like 0 degrees, and we were sleeping on a river. But good video, 20-minute video, definitely check it out. Then a couple of weeks later was the Big Pezza Patron camping trip, a thing that I've held, I think, 2 years in a row now. Maybe there'll be a third. But usually I see who's up for it on the Patron, take everyone's rough area, and then I say, this is a place, and I'll put together a little route and stuff. And so far, they've been quite successful, and people have enjoyed the road rides. There's been no off-roading on these Patron camping trips, so don't worry about that. They probably won't be ever off-roading for the Patron, because I just feel like it would put people into a position where they're not comfortable going off-road, and I'd rather just keep it as a road thing. Maybe I'll do an off-road thing later, I don't know, but at the moment I do one of these Patron meetups a year, which tends to just be me and Phil and Hippodrones. I think the most we had was 4 or 5 of us once, which is pretty good. We had a good time with that, so we'll see again what happens next year. I sold the VFR this year. That was a shame. And I don't know if I'm going to regret that, because I'm regretting it. I missed that bike. Oh my goodness, I missed that bike. I mean, I've done some road trips on the 650 this year, and at some points I was like, oh man, if I had the 750, that'd be great, because it just chews up mileage so much more comfortable on the road. Oh, but then you get stuck in traffic, and you're like, 100 brake horsepower, and I can't go anywhere, and so then the BMW is better for that. Or you hit potholes and stuff like that. So, you can never win. But yeah, I do miss my VFR. Then I went down to Plymouth. It was the ABR weekend. I actually went down to Plymouth instead of going to the Adventure Bike Ride Festival. Instead of going to there, I went down to Plymouth to do a load of work on a Chinese bike. And another thing, but we'll catch that later, maybe. We'll touch on that later. But I thought, I'll go and help out one of my patrons who's been a patron for a good couple of years. Curious Goose. I said, put me up for a night. I'll come down and change your tyres and do some other little bits. We did a lot on that bike, and he did a lot on that bike. Unfortunately, he hasn't got... I don't think he's posted a video from what he did, but we'll touch on it later. But he did so much on that bike this year. I'm surprised the engine hasn't... the valve hasn't left, or the engine hasn't destroyed itself. I mean, it's a bit rough. It's a Chinese bike, so expect to do lots of things like fork seals and all this sort of thing starts to go. But yeah, you either learn to do it yourself or whatever. Anyway, BMW broke down on me on the way back from Plymouth, which is always fun, wasn't it? It's always good. And worked out what it was. Spark plug just came undone. There you go. That was the mystery. You don't need to watch that video. Saved yourself 8 minutes. Then, when I got back, started work on Henry the Honda Cub. So I definitely think you should check out the first and the last video in this series. But yeah, Henry the Honda Cub kept me busy through the summer months, just doing and restoring that Honda Cub that was stuffed in a lake. Then, of course, went to Cubfest. Cubfest video, probably should watch. Pretty good video, 30 minutes long. Check it out. I do recommend that video. Then there's some Honda Cub videos in between before we get to Matlock. Now, Curious Goose showed up all the way from Plymouth to Matlock on a 125. Not too bad. I think it was about 8-9 hours or whatever. I did it on the CT. It took a long time. 46-minute video. Definitely watch it. A lot of fun was had. Very wet weekend. So even at Cubfest 2023, we had rain. Not too bad, but just a bit. But yeah, the Matlock one was heavy rain all the time. The inside of my tent remained relatively fine. I was a few drips, but considering how much came down, other people's tents were soaked through. Where they don't, if you don't weatherproof them, you know. But luckily I weatherproofed my tent literally just before we went, sort of thing, on that trip. Cub reveal. That's the semi-final video of Henry the Honda Cub. I think it was about a month and a half to get him to an MOT and everything like that. It was about just under 2 months. And I think you should watch the first and the last. I don't care who you are, first and last. And if you are into Cubs and into me working on bikes, then you watch the whole series. Then after that, I was off to, or around the same time, the small bike big adventures, the Kent loop or flying loop. Yeah, short video, 20 odd minutes. Probably should watch it. I took the C200. That's probably the most of the C200 you're going to see this year. I did take it to the Japanese Vintage Day. Only watch that video if you're into Japanese bikes. Then down to the Wild Southwest Rally. And good rally. Good fun. Nice to catch up with everyone. Curious Goose and all that lot showed up. So yeah, the Wild Southwest Rally brings a diverse crowd, a bit more diverse than it has previously has been, with purely just Harley Davidson riders. Although 95% of them are, there is you know. Oh, and also met with Moto Wolf, brilliant little channel. I don't know which videos you should watch of his. He has uploaded quite a lot this year. He's done really well this year. He's done tons of videos. But the fact that he was camping with like a little Temu tent was that he got for like £7 or whatever it was. It was broken by like day 2 or whatever. But yeah, good on you. At least he did it for like, yeah, it's possible. And he went to the rally. He's probably slept rough for a couple of nights. But yeah, Temu camping gear. Don't waste your money. Anyway. I went up to Lincolnshire to see a mate again. Then that was end of the 250 RS. I had to sell it, so the RS was gone and the VFR was gone. And I'm sad about the RS going, because I really do like that bike. I think it's a comfortable bike. I did about 300 miles on a day on it, like 280 or something like that in a day. Such a comfortable bike, really fuel economical, lovely, just plods along 50 miles an hour all day, lovely, comfortable, holds all the luggage. I did my scores and stuff, so you can see the final video there. Of course, hit by a Tesla, finished, yep, that's all fine. Then it was the end of season not long ago. Met up, rode down, it rained quite heavily, got to a cafe, had some food, went home. A nice little ride together. Me and Steve finally got out on the Cubs for a good long ride, ran out of fuel a couple of times. The off-fam Steam Fair, day's ride video, little vlog, whatever. I think that's the video you need to watch. Definitely have to watch that one. Great video. Then, of course, I did the bike reveal of my new project, which I had purchased months ago, but I had to wait to sell the VFR and the 250 RS for it to be able to fit. And even when I got it, I still waited about a month to do the reveal, or 2 months to do the reveal, because I wanted to get the bike imported first before I did anything, and I wanted to actually have money to work on the bike, and I was saving up. I wanted to have like £600, so I could just go, here's £600, let's get all these parts, and hopefully it doesn't need much more. Now we're in December, and I'm £1,000 in now on parts only. Oh, it's expensive, BMW parts are, but it probably will be worth it when it's done. Still working on it, so maybe next year it'll be finished. Maybe next year we'll have some first ride videos and stuff. And I know no one's really interested in the BMW R80. I've had some mixed reactions to it. But overall, I don't care. People can watch what they want to watch. Yeah, it's coming soon. Maybe I'll be riding it around next year. Now in the summer, I didn't up. It was for patrons only. I didn't actually make it public until recently. It was back in July. One of the weekends, I went down to the Brands Hatch BSB and I was doing 44 teeth spannering. If you're into that sort of thing, give it a watch. Maybe I'll put it up with. Probably should check it out actually. Get that a bit higher. And the last video that will be coming out this year, it's not coming out until after this video. Okay, so around maybe New Year's or in between Christmas, between the 25th and New Year's, I'll be posting a new video. It will be over an hour long. And it features all the bikes this year pretty much on the channel that you've seen. Every single bike that I own is not every single bike I own. Every single bike I've used on the road this year, you will see in this video. So there's 250 RS, there's VFR, there's BMW, there's C200, there's the CT. Everything is apart from a couple of bikes actually, but they'll all pretty much be in this video. There's camping, there's road trips, there's all sorts, and it's over 1 hour long. And when I mean this is the most effort I've ever put into one video, the most time, the most money, the most recording, the most editing, the most research, the most everything. Now I've hyped it up, it's probably going to be really bad and will not meet expectations, and I'll probably say, and I'll have an average watch time of 30 seconds. Anyway, whenever I do upload it, please give it a watch. Please let me know what you think, because I have spent way too long on it, and I don't know if it's good or bad anymore. I just hope that some people get it and some people find it entertaining. And that video will come out very soon. And if you're a patron, you've had it already. You can see it already. It's been up for ages. Well, a month or two. But there is a reason why I can't post it public. And I explain in the video. Anyway, so that is my end of year recap. So that's the end of year recap. So we're going to say skip. Check it out if you're into that sort of thing. That's off-roading. Meh. Must watch. Bike reveal. Oh, that's that special video. Must watch that. Skip because it's a view. Skip because I'm just basically saying that. Meh. There's no camping. Bike reveal. Skip. I told you what it was. It was the BMW. Police bike. I think you should see the bike that I'm working on at the moment. At least just see the first part, and then it's up to you what you want to do at the end, sort of thing. Meeting up with some fellow subscribers, skip that one. If you're into that sort of thing, I think watch episode 1. Then, if you're into that sort of thing, you can watch the rest of the series of the 250 RS. First ride, maybe check it out. 1 day in 5 castles, must watch. Check it out, definitely. The trail bike videos, check it out. Salisbury, plane camping trip, maybe check it out. Classic trail ride, if you're into that sort of thing. I'm going to say meh, because it was very cold. Skip that. The VFR Patreon camping trip, I'd say check it out. It's an okay video, not the best one. Check out the Curious Goose thing. The Honda Cub first part, must watch that one. Cubfest, yeah, definitely. Definitely give that a watch. If you're into that sort of thing, you can see the rest of the build series. Bikes, skip that. Meh, I mean, it's just me riding to London, that was horrible. If you're into that sort of thing, skip the motovlogger meetups. Everything's quite boring with them anyway. If you're into that sort of thing, that one, skip. I think that's the best off-road video I did this year. Dartmoor, of course. Skip that. BMW breakdown, meh. Although people do like the drama. Matlock Rally, absolutely have to watch it. If you're into that sort of thing, that's a thing. The Wild Southwest Rally, must watch. RIP. Oh, that's the BMW thing, so we'll put that there. If you're into that sort of thing. If you're into that sort of thing. Cub Reveal, where's that? That has got to be a must-watch, of course, as I previously said. And we've got the... check out the 44 Teeth video. if you're into that sort of thing, must watch that video. That's a must watch. That's a must watch. That's a meh. Hit by a Tesla, you can skip. I can explain to it now. I got hit by a Tesla. I've repaired the bike. The bike's fine. I'm fine. There you go. That's the entire video. Somehow I managed to milk that to like 8 minutes or 7 minutes or whatever it was. So, yep, welcome to this channel. And the last thing, which I've not posted, is the greatest video I posted this year. It's a long story. And here it is. 12 years ago... Okay, so I used to have a gaming channel. I still have a gaming channel. A gaming channel. YouTube gaming channel. I posted a video about 12 years ago, called GTA 5 reaction video. Reaction to the trailer. GTA 5 trailer reaction video. That video kind of got a lot of views overnight. I woke up with like 1,000 new subscribers. People just messaging me constantly saying, you have to react to the new GTA. That's like this video here. Probably must watch. So basically, I had to react to the new GTA video. But instead of reacting to the GTA video straight away, I did react to the GTA 6 trailer. But before I did that, I released a video where I'm singing Rick Ashley, Never Gonna Give You Up by Rick Ashley, or whatever. And I'll link that below in my recommended videos that you should watch this year by me. And it's one of those silly videos that I made. It's me singing, and 35,000 people as of now, but about 32,000 people or whatever, literally when I put it out, in a day, I rickrolled about 16,000 people in a day, and then 32,000 people or whatever over the course of the week. And the funny thing is, it has a 95% approval rating of people who liked it. Anyway, I'll link it in the video below if you want to see me sing Rick Ashley Never Gonna. But they came here expecting to see a reaction. They got rickrolled. And the comments, this is the greatest anime betrayal of all time, top 10 anime betrayals of all time, stuff like that. So funny. Yes, it was a very mean thing to do. Very mean thing to do. Anyway, that's it for this year. Thanks for watching. There's one video to come. It's over an hour long. Please check it out. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the support this year, guys. I think I started this new year on 2,300 subscribers, 2,300 subscribers-ish. And I got to 2,500 subscribers, and now I'm just over 3,000. So yeah, we end this year out about 3,200 subscribers. So not bad, not bad. People watch me work on rubbish bikes. Anyway, thanks for the support, guys. Thank you to the patrons this year, and I'll catch you in whatever next time. Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.